Hi, welcome to the Heritage Garden at Brinton Run Preserve. Thanks to the Hardy Plant Society, who gave us a grant to purchase the plants for this, and all the hard work of the NALT staff and volunteers who have put together the raised beds and planted and watered and weeded. This is a work in progress, but this property is well known as part of the Brandywine battlefield. And so the battle history is prominent for this property. And we wanted to highlight the history and the stories of people who've lived here through the time. And so, um, as I said, this is a work in progress, so things won't quite flow, but the intent is that they will flow through time. There'll be a garden walk through time. So we have the Lenape Garden honoring the Lenape people who were the first people to live here. And this is a medicinal garden. And we'll have future videos about each of these gardens and go in depth about the uses of these plants. And then we will then be progressing to a garden which isn't here quite yet. Will be the early colonial kitchen garden. So across the street is the 1704 Brinton House. And this property was once part of the larger property owned by the Brintons. It's part of the William Penn land grant. And so at the Brinton House, they had, until recently, a really nice colonial kitchen garden. We're going to take over and going to have like what people who came here. I think the Britons were here. They came here before the battle, and the house was built in here at the time of the battle. What they would have had in their kitchen gardens. Then we move on to the African American settler garden to honor the African American people who came here. Is it freed slaves, freedmen's, maybe even some escaped slaves? Who knows who settled here? But this African American garden is a food garden, and these actually are varieties from Africa. A lot of these in this garden, we have cassava, sorghum, wild yams, kale, and black-eyed peas. And these are plants that they traditionally used for food, and it made them feel more at home in this land to have their plants that they brought from Africa. These plants love sun and they like it dry. So well, actually, it's been kind of wet, but I guess they don't mind wet because they're doing well. And then we have, moving on to more modern times, we have the contemporary herb garden. And now this one is not complete. It's only half planted. So it's a work in progress. And we do have a big weed in there, and I'm leaving it there for shade right now. They're just baking. But we are working with an herbalist, Kelly Lynch, and she helped us pick the plants, and we'll have more information about those. And we'll have some walks here with both Kelly and another fellow named Tyler in the future. So then we have a contemporary culinary garden. Again, this one's not all planted, but we're hoping to partner. Well, we have already contacted restaurants right down the road. I mean, they're like within walking distance. There's a vegan restaurant, Ground Provisions, and then the Pear. And we hope to partner with them on this garden, and they've looked at the Ground Provisions people have looked at the list, and they thought it was lovely. And so we hope to do some events or something with them at some point. And so this is temporary. So we don't have our fifth raised bed built. We have kind of a mixture of this is a passion flower maypops. They're going to go in the culinary. Well, they're actually part of the culinary. They may stay here because they need to climb. They need a trellis. We have some leftover Joe Pye weeds, but this is the beginnings of what's going to go in the early colonial settler garden I was talking about. That's going to go over there. So this needs work in progress, and we're really looking forward to seeing this all come to fruition in the fall and having videos about each one. So